Greetings and welcome to the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live, episode number 404. You know, when I was putting the show together, I was looking around for an intro from our guest of his music to play as we started the show. And I saw this clip and I thought, no, I can't play this. It's highly inappropriate. And then I just couldn't get it out of my head. So we're going to roll the dice and away we go.
And I want to know when we're going back to the city.
Very soon now, dear. My work's practically finished.
What was that?
What?
Well, that noise. It sounded like a wild animal call.
Whoa, said the Lollipop Man, chocolate-covered electric jungle habitat. Here we go. Are we still on the air? Did we survive? Did we survive that intro? I tell you, I heard it once and I'm like, nah, I can't play this. No way. And then I walked away and I couldn't get it out of my head. So, you know, why not? Why not? Live on the edge, right? Boy, we've been banging out these shows. Seems like we did Wednesday, Sunday, Wednesday. Just making it happen. Looking forward to today's show. 100%. An old friend is coming on. Let me bring on our co-host today. Is a longtime journalist, author, and musician. As a drummer, he's played in dozens of bands, including the Undead, Pigface, Broken Heroes, and his current project, Rise, Reign, Revolt. He got his start in the music business as a promoter for the Misfits and is an author. And as an author, he has written several books, including one that's featured in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Library and Archives. Please welcome, coming at us from the Live Free or Die state of New Hampshire, my friend and yours, Mr. Joel Gustin. Hey, man.
Hey, how are you? Hey, everybody.
All right. Getting that intro together.
Right on, right on.
Yep.
Hello, everybody in the chat room. I see some familiar faces. I also saw someone from Scotland who's joining us. So thank you.
Yeah. Oh, Scott Earth, play it again. I missed it. Bro, I'll tell you this, Scotty. Here's the title of it. My husband got fuzucked by a werewolf. So pretty great. He writes catchy stuff, this guest of ours, you know?
Yeah, totally.
What's up, Thomas? Thanks for stopping by. Good to see some of the gang here. Joe Frank, what's up? Yeah. That said, you know, let's bring on. Let's kind of make it a bit of a party, ladies and gentlemen. Live from Bridge 9 in lovely Beverly, Mass. Mr. Larry Kelly.
Hey, Drew. Hey, Joel. How you doing, man? What's up,
Hey, man?
And live from the Cape, the one, the only, Lori Dawn.
Hello, everyone.
What's
How's
that
everyone
around?
out there?
What's that around your neck?
That's my little,
Nice.
yeah. I make these.
Yeah.
A little ceramic necklace.
So some people feel it's corny if, like, you're in a band and you wear your own T-shirt if you're in a band. Is it corny if you're like an artist and you wear your own art?
Hey, listen, this is product placement, okay? Product placement.
Right.
You know.
Right.
It's different.
Speaking of product placement, real quick. I know there are some coat drive stuffs. Here's a couple flyers, Lori. What's up with that?
Yes, we have not one, not two, but 3 coat drives this year. We want all the coats. This one is on Friday, December 12th in lovely New Windsor, New York, with the people of Outsider Magazine. They put out a great zine. Pick it up. We got some great bands there. God's Favorite, Lesser Minds, Gas, Comply, Paranoid Man, and the entire Earth will be there. And they'll be collecting coats. And
Joe Frank? Is that right, Joe Frank? Is that your hometown?
All right.
Come on, Joe Frank. Come on, Joe Frank.
Bring the coats down.
Yeah, bring the whole gang down, Joe Frank.
Gently used, please. No roughly used coats. The same night in Boston, there's another Women of the Pit coat drive over at the Middle East in Cambridge. And that is with the good people of Sonic Bomb and Butterbrain. We'll be collecting coats for the Pine Street Inn. The need is huge this year. They say that they need like 2,000 coats for the winter. So bring us all your coats. That's going down at the Middle East.
I'll be at that show, I'm sure.
And then our 3rd coat drive will be at our beloved Bowery Electric in New York City. We got that flyer.
Hey, listen, I'm sorry from
at our holiday slamboree. Yep, at our holiday slamboree. So come on out. We got World of Chaos, Serial Poets, Tree, Butterbrain again, and my wall with new singers, new songs. So it's going to be a great party down at the Bowery. We do it every year. This is our favorite event of the year. So, yeah, collecting all the coats, and those coats will go to area shelters in New York, New Jersey, and Long Island.
Yes, it's true, Josh. Larry Kelly is on camera today.
Not for long. Bobby is too.
Hey, Bobby.
He can't hear you because I
Don't
get
fall
my
off that
headphones.
ladder.
No.
Yo, fuck that. You know what? Fuck that guy, Bobby. I never liked that guy. I never liked that guy.
He's a good kid.
I never liked that guy, Bobby. I know he's fucking. Hey, fuck you, Bobby, huh?
Yeah.
Poor Bobby.
Yeah.
Leave Bobby alone.
We love him. He's a good
Doing
guy.
his job.
Yeah.
We hate everyone. Larry, what's going on with this?
So this is the 30 years of Bridge 9 and Todd Pollock, a photographer up here who's much beloved. He's been taking pictures of Bridge 9 stuff for 30 years. And we're doing one picture a year because it is a 30-year anniversary of Bridge 9. We're putting it up November 28th. We're going to have a reception from 6 to 8. You can get here early if you want. You can stay late if you want. So we're doing that. I'm building the walls now. We got to paint them. We're hanging them. A lot of work to it, but everybody's welcome. And we're going to keep it up till the 7th of December.
Nice.
So if you come in the store, you can do a walkthrough and check it out. And there'll be a picture for every year and some other stuff too. So it's going to be pretty fun. And
go ahead.
we love Todd. Todd's one of the best photographers up here, period.
Is Bobby going to be there?
Bobby's gonna be here. Yeah. I'll tell him what you said.
Listen, man, this Boston, New York beef was finally dying down, bro.
And now you brought it back.
Listen,
Hey,
listen. No, hold on. It's a secret. Bobby's connected. He's you don't want to mess. He's an Italian.
Oh, so you're in trouble, Drew.
Fucking love that guy, Bobby.
Yeah.
I love
We love him.
Awesome.
the scungeel he makes. Unbelievable.
So
Fuck.
before I go, I want to thank Jeff Howlett, who did these tintype photography at the art show we did, and thank Joel and Lori for helping me put it on.
Yeah, it was a great day, Larry. Thank you so much.
Always gonna have more.
Yeah.
Always fun stuff up here. And anybody from up this way, come through anytime.
Yep.
We love Bridge 9.
And hey, just a heads up while the gang's all here. This Saturday we are converging on Cherry Street Station in the jewel of Connecticut, lovely Wallingford. Larry, Lori, Elise, my female unit, Rochelle, and a whole bunch of other people. We're playing. ID is playing with Concrete Ties and a bunch of others. So come on through. This is a donation drive.
Yes, this is also a holiday donation drive, and they're doing food, toiletries, winter clothing for the local community. So
if you want to see me scream my brains out, come through.
Absolutely.
Ah! Yep.
Yes,
All right.
Josh, and it's Eucharist.
Oh, should I do it again? Concrete Ties, Incendiary Device, Glorious Wounds, Cooked Alive, and
Eucharist.
Oh, you almost had it.
Eucharist.
There you go. Yay. We finally taught the Jew how to say it.
that female unit is a hard band name.
Yeah.
I was watching the show. I heard what you called me. I'm not your fucking female unit.
You're in trouble now.
I'm always in trouble, dude.
Oh, Chile.
Hey, from Chile.
Oh,
What's happening in Chile?
I got wrong. I think it's Chile.
In Chile. Yo, what's up in Chile?
We say Chile.
In Chile. Where in Chile are you?
That's awesome.
It's Chilcarist. That's how you pronounce it.
Yeah. Yeah, Jimmy Ferrari, did the Lou Cola benefits sell out yet?
It sold out in like minutes
Did it?
online, but there's going to be 50 tickets at the door, so do not despair. Yep.
There'll be 50 tickets to the door, so line up at 6 a.m.
I'll line up and cause a riot in front of the place. Getting in.
Yeah.
I might be able to come down from Boston. I'm not sure.
Mike Rizzullo, what's up? Glad you're here. You know? All right.
So,
Hey,
Drew, thank you for letting me come on and, hype that show up. I appreciate it. Everybody come through.
Bro, come on. It's your show. We're just sort of fronting it for you while you're busy with dude over there, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I want to mention something else real quick while we sort of have everybody's attention. In the spirit of the Lou Kohler benefit, which sold out, we can now mention the Jimmy Williams benefit for Maximum Penalty. Jimmy's got some health issues. That is December 20th at the Monarch. In the big spot, the New York Hardcore All-Stars with Chaka from Burn and Orange 9mm, Craig Satari, Armand and Matty Pasta, Scarhead featuring Danny Diablo, Incendiary Device, Tony Slippers, so on and so forth. So this is just hitting the air now. I don't know. Wow, this is it. Oh, this is the Monarch. Okay. I thought it was the Meadows, the small room. Oh wow. Guess what? We're playing the big room. Yeah.
Cool.
That's nice.
That'll be a fun show. Good time. Good time.
What's up, fucking Meadows, Monarch? Wow. All right. Oh, thanks, Jimmy. Jimmy says support Jimmy Williams. Okay.
That's
Jimmy,
nice.
Jimmy, any more shows that you're going to announce right on top of one of our Sunday matinees? Now would be a good time to do it, bro. Maybe you know, I could announce it on my show that you're actually doing a competing show on top of mine and splitting the draw in half. If there's anything, you know, just send it through, Jimmy. We'll do that for you.
Listen,
all right.
This is New York, okay? There's enough room for 2 shows. This isn't like, you know, somewhere out in Nebraska or something.
This ain't fucking Oshkosh.
Exactly.
You know? It's all right. It's all good. I'm just busting his ball. It's all good. It's all good. Until it's not. But it's a really territorial game, you know? Listen, man. You know, I've said it before. I'll say it again. You want to get into the hardcore game, you just get ready to deal with it, man. It's like you're dealing with, you know, like mutants, cyborgs, you know, hybrids, vampires,
people from Boston,
Brooklyn guys, you
Bobby.
know. All right. Hey, Larry. Hey, Lori. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Love
I'll
you guys.
see you soon.
Have
Love
a good
you,
show.
Love
Bye.
you too. Hey, you know, your program is fucking great.
Just wait.
They all say that at first. That's right. This is the one, the only, often imitated, never duplicated New York Hardcore Chronicles Live. We're sponsored by the Texas Silver Rush, DTFM Vinyl Distro, Generation Records, Women of the Pit, She Devil Coven, and 126 Hardcore Clothing. They're a streetwear brand for restless individuals who don't compromise. They're about being positive, spontaneous, and true to yourself. For years, they experimented with several printing methods and materials and collaborated with a large number of designers and illustrators, always giving room for fresh perspectives while retaining the hardcore attitude. Get in touch with them and ramp up your game at www.126clothing.com. That said, let's clear the deck. I see my phone's blowing. I'm assuming it's Jimmy Ferrari blowing up my phone right about now. Oh, yeah, sad. Hey, what's up, Layla? All right. Speaking of concrete ties, listen, it's cool that, you know, Incendiary Device is playing, but listen, this is the draw right here. It's Layla and Concrete Ties. So get your ass to the show. Bring the wife. Bring that booger-eating kid. Come on down this Saturday. All right. Enough comedy already. I'm fucking Jackie Gleason here. All right. Let's clear the deck and let's bring our guest on. Here we go. Here we go, yo.
Family reunion time.
Yeah. Hey, listen, everybody, buckle up because this is going to be a lot of fun. Today's guest is an American drummer and songwriter hailing from the Garden State of New Jersey. As a musician, he is best known for his work with the bands Dan Kidney and the Pulsations, Sacred Trash, Sardonica, Graves, Gorgeous Frankenstein, Doyle, Blitz Kid, Dr. Chud's X-Ward, The Misfits, and currently, as you saw as we opened the show, the Karens. Please welcome, coming at us from Honolulu, the capital of Hawaii, our old friend, the hard-hitting Dr. Chud.
Hey.
Aloha.
Aloha. Aloha. How are you, buddy?
Amazing. And you guys are amazing. I'm so proud of you, both of you. I'm so proud of you guys. Drew, oh my God.
Hey,
You both of you didn't stop creating, and I love that because that's why we're here, just to create and love.
yeah.
But yeah, Joel just entered the 50 album mark club, right?
Yep.
I'm a part of that club. That's awesome.
What's the 50 album club?
Well, it's that my 50th release is that EP we're going to be talking about a little later.
Right on.
Number 50.
Yeah.
50.
Yeah.
Man, bro.
I think we both started recording a lot of records at the same time, so that's why we're both like at 50.
Yeah. Hey, how's Hawaii, man?
Oh, it's paradise.
Yeah.
I'm on a little honeymoon. I come here once a year, but this is a little honeymoon thing.
Cool.
It's paradise. I love it here.
Oh, this is cool. Watch out for the evil tiki that wreaked havoc with the Brady Bunch family on their vacation to Hawaii. Yeah.
I remember that a little bit. Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Okay. Let's bounce the ball back and forth a little bit. Let's get down. Let's do what we do. Chud, how did you come up? Did you grow up in a musical household? How did music come into Dr. Chud's life?
No musical background with my family. My dad was a bar manager. That's about it for a club, the Choo Choo Club. I think it was in Passaic or Patterson, one of those two. But I didn't do that. In sixth grade, a friend of mine was taking drum lessons, and he'd walk around the hall with his drumsticks in his pocket. And I thought that was so cool. He thought he was cool. So I said, I want to be cool too. So I started taking drum lessons. But that wasn't before I took guitar lessons, like a year before. And the guitar teacher, after a couple weeks, told my grandmother, who was taking me for guitar lessons, that I would never be a musician, so don't bother bringing him back. So I said, shit. All right, so maybe I'll take up drums, and that's when I took up drums.
What was the music that was in your universe as a kid? Did you grow up in Lodi?
Grew up in Lodi.
Another Lodi guy.
Oh my God! Yeah, very very musical town. A lot of musicians. I loved the Bay City Rollers when I was a kid, and the Partridge Family. I had all their records. I would go to sleep with the Partridge Family in my ears with the headphones every night. Yeah, I was obsessed with the Partridge Family. I'd go to the hairdresser and give him a picture of David Cassie and be like, I want my hair like this. So that's yeah.
And
was
what
that.
And what was what were the Bayonne Bridgemen? Was that? Well, maybe I'm getting in front of myself. I know you took lessons, right, from Lester Merle and a couple of. How did so? What kind of made you get serious? What was your inspiration?
Right.
Who did you study with as a young person?
Shortly after the Bay City Rollers, my brother was into Queen, and he was playing Night at the Opera one day, and it was the first time I heard Queen, and it was Death on Two Legs, and they swore in the middle of it, "You can kiss my ass goodbye," and it just freaked me out. I was just like, "Oh my God, this is the greatest thing ever!" And then I started getting into music. At 11, I started collecting old drums and stuff, putting them together, and I have a little neighborhood band. And then finally, in my teenage years, my father bought my uncle's old drum set. He was a professional drummer, one of my uncles, and he gave me his Slingerland drum set. He sold me it to my father, gave it to me one Christmas, and then I was off and running. Wings, Aerosmith, Zeppelin, obviously. I mean, I was heavily into Zeppelin. I would come home.
So is it safe to say that like big influences for a young Dr. Chud would be like John Bonham,
Yes. The usual. Keith Moon,
Right.
the Stones, Zepp. Then after that, I really wanted to learn about drums and as much as I can. So I started taking lessons from professional jazz people and people that were in big bands back in the day, and then I started doing drum corps, which is it was like Olympics of drumming. It's you sit there for an hour doing a drum roll, 10 hours a day with a bunch of people for a whole summer. I did that
Wow.
for three years just to get my
Wow.
chops up to learn as much as I can.
Was that the DCI drum corps?
Yes, Bale and Bridgman, which were the one of the greatest drum lines in the world. They won 3 drum trophies in a row, which nobody has ever done. They
Wow.
called it a three-peat. I was part of that drum line, but I wasn't good enough to march or be snare drummer or tom player, and they didn't know what to do with me. So, but I had so much passion. They're like, "Bring down your drum set." I'm like, "What?" Yeah, just bring down your drum set. I brought down my drum set minus the kick drum. And they set it up on the sideline and said, "You know what? You're going to be playing drum set on the sideline."
Wow.
And I was like one of the first people to play drum set on a DCI drum corps. I was one of the first people. Now they do it all the time, and they have big cages they just carry in. But I was just carrying my drum set.
Wow.
And then after that, it was after all the training, like one of my teachers said, once you go out in the field and you're playing a real band, just forget about everything you were taught, because whatever you taught and retained will come out. So just play from the heart when you're playing in a live band. Forget about all the technical stuff you learned and just play from the heart. And that's when I started getting into some heavier music.
Hey, Joel, as a drummer, does that make sense?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You need that foundation in the beginning, but when you're out in the game doing it, it really becomes about feel. Drummers have the risk of overthinking what they're doing. I know for myself, having done a lot of improvisational stuff, particularly with Pigface and Assorted Members, you just dive in and go for it, man. And it becomes muscle memory. All those lessons you picked up along the way suddenly come into full color when you're actually doing it. If you sit down and think about, your training, you're going to miss the beat and you're going to miss the plot. You just, it's a primal thing. Drumming is primal first and foremost. And that always has to come first.
Right. I guess,
Yes.
I guess it makes a lot of sense. A lot of things are like that, right? Which is why repetition is so important in a lot of this kind of stuff, because, and that's why, practice makes perfect, right? You do it, you do it. And then, you're on stage and you're not thinking about, well, here comes, it's just, even as a singer, a lot of times I'll go, oh, fuck, I don't remember I'm not going to remember that. And then the next moment of truth comes, the next line, and it just comes out of my mouth. So, that kind of thing. You mentioned Lodi. Did you go to Lodi High School?
Yes. Did not graduate. I quit after the second year or in the middle of the second year.
So
I couldn't handle it, man. I hated school. And I called up the principal, called me up and said, Chud, David, you need to come to school. You need to, and all I said to him was, I just want to be a drummer. And I hung up the phone.
I just want to play drums and smoke cigarettes, drive a Camaro, and chase girls and
What's better than that? It's the school bullshit.
Yeah, school. So just a word on Lodi. A word on Lodi High School, right? The infamous Lodi High School, right? Jerry Only, Glenn Danzig, Doyle, you, Erie Vaughn, Steve Zing.
Yeah. Did Catania go to Lodi High? I think Jim did too, right?
I think so, yeah. A couple years earlier.
Yeah. So something in the water at Lodi High School, huh?
No.
Chemicals. A lot of chemicals.
It ain't the water, it's the sauce at Lodi Pizza. That's what
Wow.
Lodi Pizza's still there, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They catered my wedding.
That's awesome. Yeah,
It was
we
amazing.
went in. Me and Shell went in like a while. I was like, "Oh, Lodi Pizza." She's like, "What's that?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it. Come on, we're going.
Don't worry about it.
Come on." And you go in there, it's like pictures of Jerry Only. And it's like
The shrine.
yeah, the shrine. So things start moving forward. What was Dan Kidney and the Pulsations your first band?
My first professional band, we would play 3 nights a week for years. We were the house band at the Dirt Club, house band at Kenny's Castaways.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we had a nice following, and we played for a long time, many years. And we were a real band. We were a real rock and roll band.
Look, and ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I give you.
Wow.
There they are. Dan
Wow.
Kidney and the Pulsations in all their glory.
That's me with the blonde hair in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great band. It was really a fun band.
Bro, you guys look like, you're doing it.
We were middle of the 80s. It was the 80s, big hair. Yeah, we were doing it. That photo was taken New Year's Eve at Nirvana. Remember Nirvana?
Yeah, I'm 40 in Times Square, right?
Times Square. We played Nirvana New Year's Eve, right up against the window.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
always weird. It was like you play up against the window and you're up like
Yeah.
sort of weird. And here, yeah, this band looks like a lot of fun.
We played everywhere. Everywhere. We put out 3 records.
Are you in touch with any of the guys anymore?
Dan passed away just recently, and I was able to work with him one last time.
And I have that picture, right?
Yeah.
Is that I know this is I saw this and I'm like, damn. This is in 2024 is it, or something, right? Is this Dan Kidney on the right?
Yes. Now I got to say, this is like 2 months maybe before he passed away. He was very sick, very, very sick. But he called me up and said, "Hey, I'm working with this artist. She signed to Sony, and we're kind of short one song. You got anything, Chud?" And I said, "I actually sure do. I got something that I will never probably record, but you can have it." And it was called "You're Always Right." And he flew me down there, and I played guitar and drums on it. And it was the last time working with Dan. It was a gift, a definite gift from the divine source. And
where is Dan Kidney in this shot? Is he in the middle?
Second one on the left.
Oh, that's okay. The guy with the biggest hair. Okay?
Yes.
Wow, look at Dan Kidney doing it.
Yeah, he came from Ohio.
Wow.
He hopped on a bus with $2 and a ham sandwich.
Wow.
And he went for it. He wanted to be a rock star. Came to New York City and started auditioning people. And I auditioned. And there we are. 8 years later, we there's us at the Dirt Club.
Wow. Was Dan Kidney and the Pulsations a Jersey band, or would that be like a tri-state band, or like what, or just it didn't matter?
Everybody was from Jersey except for Dan was from Ohio, which came from a big musical family, the Kidneys, which Golden Palominos.
Sure.
Yeah, his brothers played in a lot of avant-garde bands.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Numbers and stuff like that.
Thank you for mentioning Dan Kidney, because not too many people know about Dan Kidney and what I did for those 8 years. There's our first record.
Yeah.
Let
me
interject real quick. I mean, I remember my formative days reading the old East Coast Rocker. This is like 87 to 89. Every issue, you'd see an ad for Dan Kidney. So
yeah.
You know,
Is that right?
you guys were out there hitting it hard back
Hitting
then.
it hard. Yep.
Yeah.
Sowed
Big
my
time.
oats. Sowed my oats with that band. I was ready. I was ready after that band to do anything. Yeah.
And you did.
I got the call right after that band. Yeah.
More to come. And this is the other release, second release.
Album, yeah.
Yeah. It looks like everybody's calming down. It's like, you know, it's like
we hit 1990.
yeah, it's like, you know what? We're more like a biker blues band now. You know,
Right.
that's it.
A little grungy.
Yeah, we're a little grungy. Hey, bro, put on that fucking shirt, man. That the flannel. So that's very cool, man.
I don't think there's any Dan Kidney music online. I don't know why.
You know, it's interesting how some things just have not, you know, made that.
Yeah, he wasn't into the technology, so he never put anything up. So
There are a few videos up on YouTube, live stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Right.
there's like half dozen videos and an audio recording of I can't remember the name of the track, but it's a studio recording.
All right.
So there's a couple of things, but yeah, certainly not a lot, but there's a couple things floating around.
No Spotify, no records are up. So, but his sons have reached out to me to try to make that happen. So maybe next year I'll upload those songs.
So he was related to Robert Kidney then, huh?
Robert Kidney is his brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did as Crosswalk Larry says, I still have my Sacred Trash cassette given to me by Tank, and that sort of segues into here you go.
That was the next band after Dan Kidney.
Tell us about it.
It was me and the bass player from Dan Kidney. We were kind of, I guess, like sick of playing Dan's songs all the time. So we wanted to start writing our own songs. So we'd go into the basement of X, that was his name, X's house, and start drinking, get that drum machine out, and start writing the kookiest real life stories we can come up with. And it was so much fun. And I played guitar on that. And we recruited a drummer from Brazil, had a nice Brazilian feel. And it was a 3-piece. It was a kooky band. I used to perform live with a horse's head on my head, which was very difficult. The leads were hilarious. I couldn't see the fretboard. But that was a nice little fun little project. 3-piece. And I think, here's a secret. I'm going to start releasing secrets.
Yeah.
Jerry Only plays on Walking Dead.
Oh.
I didn't put that on the album, but I asked Jerry to because the song sounded so misfit-y. I was like, this song sounds misfit-y. You know what I mean?
Is that's not on the cassette? This cassette, is it?
Yeah, Walking Dead.
Oh,
it's
there
about
it is. Walking Dead. Oh, it's about Lodi.
Yeah.
Wow.
I said this is perfect for Jerry. So Jerry's playing bass on that. Oh,
Wow.
X is gonna kill me on that one. I snuck that in there.
And it's produced by Chud. Were you producing stuff into it, making your way around the recording studio? Was that a passion of yours as a young person?
You know what? Yeah, very much. I think I had my own recording studio at like 20 in Passaic. Maybe this rings bells with Joel. Remember that little area where all the bands rehearsed by the Capitol Theater?
Yeah.
Court Street from McDonald's. We had all these rehearsal rooms in these buildings, and I had a recording studio. I built a recording studio out there, like when I was 20, and like at 21, I was going up by Les Paul's house, helping him build his studio. I spent the summer with Les Paul before all his stuff went into the Smithsonian Institution. Wow. So when I walked into his house, I'm bumping into the first record lathe. I'm looking at the first 8-track recorder, the first the Steinberger he invented, the prototype. all this stuff. He showed me a mic symbol that nobody wanted. I'm like, check this out. I invented a microphone symbol. Nobody wants it. I don't know why. A lot of ideas nobody wanted, but some later on they would buy them. But he was an inventor, a tinkerer, and I would go at his house at 11 p.m. because he would sleep all during the day and do all his work at night, so nobody would bother him. So he wouldn't get phone calls. So I'd get to his house at 11 p.m. and we'd work till 4. And at 4, we would go into his kitchen and he would make us popcorn, and me and my buddy, and he would tell us stories, and amazing stories.
How did you connect with Les Paul?
My best friend's father worked for Sony, big executive, and he helped me build my studio too. He had so much equipment from Sony. Sony would give the father, all this equipment. So we had the best equipment. And Les Paul was good friends with my friend's father from Sony, and would talk shop with him all the time. And hey, let me try one of these Sony things, whatever. And then one day the father said, hey, my son's really into audio. He was a genius. He was a genius technician. And, if you need any help up building that studio, he'll come up and help you. And so he did. And his name was Carl. And Carl asked me, since we were hanging out with my studio, hey, come up to Les's house and help me build the studio. He's got
and Les lived in Lodi?
Les lived in Mahwah in a 29-room house, just him and his maid, and the place was filthy. Like, it was filthy. I don't know what the fuck was up with the maid.
This is my maid.
The place was like, it was like walking into a giant TV set, like the inside of a TV set. Yeah. So just transistors.
I always felt like Les Paul used to play in my neighborhood. He used to come down and play Iridium when it was when it was in like Columbus in Lincoln's Center, right? And I always felt like they put him in a car, brought him in, he played, they put him back in the car, and they brought him home for like 20 years, and like that was it. That was it. Hey, by the way, Steve Bosco, I think the burger place in Lodi is White Manna, right?
It's Hackensack, I believe. Yeah.
White Manna.
It's also Lodi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had some good cheeseburgers.
Yeah. So, okay. So that's the case, and so on and so forth. As we're heading towards sort of the Misfits era, when you were going to school and all that, the Misfits were around, right? I mean, were you into the Misfits in high school, or were they on your radar screen, or was it just like a buddy of mine's buddy and they do what they do or whatever?
I was not aware of them, actually. I mean, even though I was in class with Kenny. Oh yeah, you forgot to mention Kenny too. I went to school with Kenny Kayafel.
Rocky, right?
I was in class with him, with Doyle, with Erie Vaughn.
Right.
But I knew about them, but I didn't. I was still into Led Zeppelin. I was still learning and stuff, and I really didn't catch the punk wave yet. But I would go to Doyle's house. Kenny would invite me over, and Kenny would dye my hair, and we'd hang out. And the house was pretty cool. They were pretty creative people. But I wasn't into punk in high school.
Did you ever see them play before they kind of took the hiatus in '83?
I might have been at one rehearsal. That's about it. Yeah. I might have went downstairs while they were rehearsing.
Yeah. They used to rehearse. They used to rehearse in their basement, right?
Yeah. And I think I sat on the steps and watched them for a little bit. The steps going downstairs, and hung out a little bit. But I was into Zeppelin, Stones, Who, Beatles.
And these guys were doing like some weird, like
Yeah.
punk rock, kooky shit in the city. Like, who cares about that stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wanted to learn more than the 4/4 at that point in my career. I thought it was simplistic. I didn't understand it yet, what it meant and the power it had. But that's honest truth on that. Yeah.
So how do you get reacquainted or involved with the brothers in the mid '90s? How did it with Jerry and how do you get into the fold in the '90s?
It's probably a usual VH1 story, but I met Jerry at a funeral. Me and Sal B went to a funeral, a friend's funeral, and Jerry was there, and we were walking out, and I approached Jerry, and I said, "Hey, I heard you putting band back together or something. If you need any help, I'm willing to come up and help with you with whatever you need help with, roading or whatever." And he's like, yeah. And he took my number, and then he started calling me. "Hey, come on up. Let's come on up. Merp should be here." The drummer at the time was Merp.
Now you say at the time this was Christ.
Right, yeah.
Christ the Conqueror. Christ the Conqueror was going on, right?
92, 93. It was Christ the Conqueror, and Jimmy Murray was playing drums, and he said, "Jimmy's coming up. He might need help setting up the kit, whatever." So I went up there, and Jimmy didn't show, and so I set up the kit, and I said, "I'll jam a little bit." So we would jam, and then next week, "Hey, come on up. Jimmy's coming up." And then Jimmy wouldn't come up, and then I'd sit in again, and then eventually I was just playing with them. I guess they weren't calling Jimmy anymore.
Were you playing in Christ the Conqueror?
Yeah.
Did Christ the Conqueror play out?
No.
And
that was Christ the Conqueror really wasn't my type of music. Well, I was doing it anyway. It was fun.
Yeah.
But I was doing that for a while. Then they were working out the details with the lawyers with the Misfit name at that time with the court suing Glenn for the name and all that.
That went on for a couple years. Yeah.
Yeah. And then when he finally got the name back, they had auditions, I think, for drummers and singers. Yeah.
Joel, weren't you around for some of that?
Oh yeah, I was around for a lot of that. First of all, shout out to Sal B. From the great Sardonica, good friend of everybody. So
the mayor of Lodi.
Yes, the mayor of Lodi. Love that guy. I met Jerry and Doyle and Chud through this guy Mike Lawler, who plays guitar on Sacred Trash's cassette. He was a guest soloist. So I knew Mike, and he knew those guys. He connected me. I auditioned when I was 17 years old. And Jerry's like, "Hey, listen, you know like 40 of our songs. You keep a really steady beat, you know." And Chud, at that time, you were recording the vocal auditions, remember? Those guys would have different singers. And so you were behind the board. So they're like, "Well, we need someone to keep the beat." So that's how I ended up playing with you guys, playing with Jerry and Doyle for a few months there. I was a senior in high school. I'd finish class, drive up to Vernon, and play with you guys for a couple hours, a couple times a week or whatever it was. And even when you guys went around, it was me and Jerry jamming. So, yeah, that's how that worked out. So, and I remember all those vocal auditions. Remember how terrible those guys were? I mean, no disrespect. There were some good ones in there, but my God.
Was there anybody, do you remember Chud, or like, was there anybody that came through that were like, "Oh, this guy's kind of cool"?
Michael was the only one I wanted in the band.
Is that right?
They kind of didn't want him in the band for some reason. They wanted Dave Vanian.
I remember the Dave Vanian thing. That was sort of the brass ring. They wanted they wanted Dave Vanian to sing for the Misfits. I remember that. I guess Dave really didn't want to do it in the end, and
right. Yeah, Yeah, and the Mike wasn't coming up no more, and I would call Mike and I'd be like, just come up with me, just drive up, just hang out.
Yeah.
And I was telling the other guys, we just feed him more food and make him work out, and it'd be great. It'd be perfect. He's got a great voice.
He does.
Well, I mean, I remember, man. For years, I thought I was there when he auditioned the first time, but I later learned it was probably his second audition with the Misfits. But I was at the shop when Mike turned up, and you remember, it was like instant. He started singing, and within like the first 30 seconds, I thought to myself, this is going to be the guy, because he just had something. He had the move. He had his voice. It wasn't Glenn, and that's one thing I think we should credit Jerry Only for. He did not want a Glenn clone in that band when he came back, because there used to be a guy. Remember that guy Sherman that used to come around and sing? He looked like Glenn. He sounded like Glenn.
There were a lot of them.
And they were kind of like,
there was a lot of them.
But, I mean, this guy was really good, and I think they kind of liked the novelty of having like a mini Glenn turn up. But Jerry was like, nah, man, we got to have a different thing. And I always respected that, because they could have taken the easy way out and just gotten someone who sounded exactly like Glenn. But they went with Mike, who was 19 at the time. Just imagine that, people. 19 years old, filling Glenn Danzig's shoes, following that legacy. So all power to Mike for that period of his career where he just stepped into that and went for it and hung in there with you guys. You guys put him through some paces, but I remember he stuck in there though. And I remember that first moment he did like that Graves wiggle, I'll call it, and I'm like, this is going to be the guy. And sure enough, 6 months later, I see him. He's got bigger muscles. I'm like, oh, I guess he got the gig.
Yeah. I mean, I think, and I think LaRoche and Scott Earth and everybody agrees. Michael Graves has just a great voice. He's a great singer, a really talented. And I'm a little impartial to it too, because I was around, spent time with you guys in that era, and we're getting to that. But there's no denying that Mike is just a great singer. The Mars Attacks demos that you guys did, were those done to sort of try to get a deal? Like, what was the timeline there? Like, did you do those to try to shop to get a deal, or were those done in pre-production? Like, what was the timeline there, Chud?
I think those were for Geffen, to show Geffen that we can write and perform. And that was the only time I used the big giant jump kit with all the spikes. That was the only recording I used that kit for. And it sounded amazing. It sounded amazing. I think it was my favorite drum sound.
I read that doing my homework. I quote, "My favorite drum sound of all Misfits recordings. I used the monster spiked kit." Yeah.
Bizarre.
Yeah.
I remember that kit very, very well.
Yeah. And so you do the Mars Attacks demos, and as we know, I guess Michael Alago was the A&R person who signed the Misfits to Geffen and brought in Daniel Ray and to produce this record. Could you give us some perspective on the recording of this and the process, Chud?
Great process. We all agreed that everybody would get paid equal on this record, which meant there was no politics. There was, best song won. Doesn't matter if it was all Joes, all Bills, all Toms. Didn't matter. We all got paid equal, which was an amazing way to work a band. It was an amazing way to work any band. Every band should work like that.
Yeah.
So that was good. We all wrote. I think I got 4 or 5 songs on the album. Everybody got like 4 or 5 songs on the album, and there was no politics. It was great. And oh, that song's great, we'll use that. It wasn't like, oh, I want to use my songs because then I get paid.
So it was basically whoever brings something in, we use it, and everybody, and even and we split it 4 ways, whether you brought it in or Joel brought it in. It's like the way that Van Halen did it. It's the way the Clash did it. It's the way that a lot of, I mean, at least initially, right?
Right, initially.
Yes.
We'll get to Famous Monsters next.
Yeah, right. So And then things kind of get crazy when people realize that, hey, if I write it, I get sort of
Right.
yeah, right.
Hey, Chud, here's something you probably don't know. About, I would say, like the fall of '96, I was over at Kenny's, Rocky's house, and we're in his kitchen and we're talking. He goes, "Listen, Joel, Chud just brought in a song. It's amazing. It's called Hate the Living, Love the Dead." And I remember him just raving about how great that song was. So when that hit the record, that was the first one I listened to. And I mean,
Wow.
it's probably my favorite track from that whole time period
Yeah.
with you guys. Love that song.
Thank you. Yeah.
Hold on. You guys talk. Someone's knocking at my door. Give me a second. You guys.
Yes, we can handle this. Let me ask you a question about recording that with Daniel Ray, because Jerry is a very strong-willed person when it comes to the Misfits. He has his vision, his way of doing things. I mean, how willing were you and the fellas to kind of give Daniel Ray the ball and go, okay, produce our thing?
Right.
Did you kind of give him a free hand in what he was envisioning for the sound, or was there a lot of back and forth creating that first record?
Okay, first of all, I was so into just being a musician. I didn't care about anything else but writing songs, perfecting my drums, working on my image, all that other stuff. I almost didn't care about. I really was trying to be focused and in the present moment of what my job was. So when Daniel Ray came in, I'm like, no problem. I don't know him. He's a producer. Okay, great. We need producers. They're good. And I got the feeling that like maybe Doyle, I got the feeling he was scared of us because Doyle started pushing up against them. I remember Doyle bringing Daniel Ray bringing in an amp, a little small tiny amp,
Right.
and starting to mic it up. And Doyle looking at him like, "What are you doing?" Miking up your amp. He goes, "This is not my amp. You think I'm gonna play out of that?" So I just never forget Daniel's face when Doyle said that. Okay, whatever you want to do, and then Doyle brought in his stacks and did what Doyle does,
Right.
But he kind of kept everybody on the same page. That's what a producer does. Kept fighting to a minimum if there was any. Kept everything kind of smooth. I love the productions of the records. I have no problem with it. Yeah, Daniel Ray's cool. Is he still around?
Yeah.
He is?
Oh yeah.
Still producing?
I think so. Daniel Ray still produces stuff, Drew, right?
Daniel Ray is down in Red Bank, New Jersey, and I've tried to get him on the show. And as far as I know, he's like basically retired, and he sold off his memorabilia. He was very involved with the Ramones, and he sold off a lot of. I think he had Johnny Ramone's guitar, and he sold a bunch of memorabilia. And he basically he's really not involved much anymore. He's sort of retired. Apparently, he has no interest in coming on the show and. Or anything like that. I apologize for a second. They wanted to put a sensor in my apartment for the heat and all that. So I had to let him in. Hey, and I'm not sure exactly what I missed for a couple seconds, but hey, Chud, just out of curiosity, because I love this record and have I'm a big fan of this record. When you mentioned stuff you brought to the party, and I'm not, I'm gonna say I wrote this, but what did you bring to the party here? Do you remember any in particular? Which one of these maybe was sort of you brought to the party?
As far as songs?
Yeah.
On American Psycho, I wrote The Hunger, Speak of the Devil,
Mm-hmm.
Crimson Ghost,
Good one.
Hate the Living, Love the Dead.
Good one.
4. There might be one more on this list.
Yeah, I got One of my favorite. Yeah, there's some. I love this record, man. I actually revisited this record this week quite a bit. It must have been somewhat of an exciting time to be on Geffen Records, huh?
I love Geffen Records. What a great company. They made us all join the union. So, and no other company does that, I don't think. And now I got a pension, which was so cool. I mean, David Geffen really took care of his artists.
Wow.
As far as I'm concerned, I loved Geffen, and I wish we did more records on Geffen.
Right. Yeah. And it was just, I guess it was really just one and done, huh?
Yeah, I don't know the politics of that.
Yep.
Of
and we don't have to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to go into those sort of dark corners of. But I do want to mention.
Maybe Michael Lago would know.
Probably not. Like he has his memory sort of. But one thing I do want to mention is that in 1997 I went out with you guys on this European tour as a shot from my collection, and that's me on the bottom there. But I was managing a band, a New York hardcore band called Sub-Zero, and they were signed to Century Media, and I called Jerry. And I said, hey, I'm managing this band and they got some label support. And I hear you going to Europe. And hey, man, I'd love to be a part, come out with you. And Jerry, I don't know if this happens anymore in life, but he said, no problem, Drew Stone. He said, for you, no problem. And Sub-Zero ended up coming out on the first ever Misfits European tour. And we had an incredible time on that tour, man.
Yeah, Maximum Penalty. You just mentioned them. They were on the tour too, weren't they? Or no?
That was after this one.
After, okay.
Yeah, and one of the things that we did, because what was really exciting about it was the first time Misfits ever played in Europe. So every show was like first time in Italy, first time in Spain, first time in Germany. Every show was like people were just coming out, just really blown away that they're seeing the Misfits. And you guys were on fire. Your live show was friggin' great. And I'll die on this hill. You guys were fucking killing it. And we did lots of fun things together. And here we are, all of us. The tour was Misfits, Sardonica, and Sub-Zero. Here we all are in Venice, Italy. We went to Venice and walked around Venice together. And man, that was really great, man. It was a really great era.
Great time.
Yeah.
What a magical time. Yeah. Very magical.
Let me jump in here for a second because we're talking the era that I will always consider my Misfits. I knew the Misfits with Glenn. I listened to those records before I knew all you guys. But as much fun as it was playing drums with the band for a little tiny period of time, those jams when they were trying out singers, my favorite time with you guys was when you all gelled. You were in the band officially, Graves joined, and I went up to watch you guys rehearse properly a few times. And being in the room and watching you guys write some of the songs that ended up on that record, I mean, it was a very magical time for me at 17, 18 to experience that. And that record will always be treasured by me. It was a very special time. And you guys always treated me well and had me in the room. And Jerry would always say, what do you think about this song? What do you think about that? And and I'd say, well, yeah, this is great, or this is that. He'd be like, oh, yeah. So it was just a really fun time to hang with you guys and see this band blossom, and become its own thing. And that's what's important. I mean, the Misfits name carries so much weight, but you guys in that lineup, not only did you honor the name, but you brought it to a different level, in my opinion. And those records you did together hold up. And there are people now who know the Misfits because solely on what you guys did.
Yeah, and Shane Third says 2 great damn albums, 2 of my favorites of all time. And does LaRoche asks, does Chud know how important this album was to us diehard Misfits fans that are open-minded?
Again, I was so focused on just doing what I'm supposed to do. Didn't know we were going to make a great record, nothing. I just did the best I could do. Nobody wrote a song about Crimson Ghost. I got to write one then, I was just so focused on what the band should be at that point. And
sure.
Man, if I,
yeah,
it was special. And I think that's what makes it special when you're in the moment, when you're present. That's what makes things special.
Well, it seems like a really halcyon time for the band. You guys get signed to Geffen. It's all for one and one for all.
Yes.
It's an exciting moment. First European tour, and on a dare, Drew Stone is opening up the Misfits shows, playing acoustic, right? Remember that? And this is what a cherished photo, right? On a dare. So what happened was I forgot who it was. There was a 12-string acoustic guitar out on the tour with us, and we were playing it. And somebody dared me to go out and play acoustic to open up the show. And I did it, and it went over so well that I ended up doing it a bunch of times. And there's Michael Graves on the right with the Sub-Zero jacket that we gave him, he's singing with me. And there's Jerry Only on the left, like cheering us on. And wow, what a great memory to have. And here's another one just from that, and that's a really cherished memory for me. So I really appreciate it, Chud. I have such good memories of that time. There's me and Michael Graves kind of singing together. Good stuff.
Love it.
Yeah.
We had a good time.
Yeah.
I met Mary on the Resurrection tour. My wife.
Mrs. Chud.
Yeah.
Third show.
The lovely Mrs. Chud.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I'm just seeing if I just don't want to miss anything here. Okay. So, I should mention, this is worth mentioning, as we are throwing much love into Misfits American Psycho, that Joel, in fact, it has been re-released, correct?
Yeah, it came out. I think it's sold out already. They did 3,000 new vinyl editions this past Halloween on Interscope, I believe. So it comes with a poster, that really awesome vinyl, and like a turntable slip mat, I guess they call it, of the amazing artwork by the late and much loved Basil Gogos. We got to mention Basil. It's sold out already, right, Chudley?
Sold out, yeah.
That's amazing. 3,000 records out of the gate. That's great.
Our records sell so many. I live off the records, so that they just don't stop selling. They sell more now than they did back then.
Is that right?
Yes. Well, my checks keep going up. It's amazing.
I'm happy, and I'm happy to hear you say that business wise.
Yes.
Things are. I'm making an assumption. Business wise, things were handled properly, and you see what you deserve, and you certainly deserve it. It's nice to hear something other than some horror fucking ripoff story.
Well, it comes after the Misfits.
Right. So. That said,
Jerry handled the business really well.
Yeah. Jerry certainly was. Let me take a sponsor break, and we want to continue on. We want to kind of get to Famous Monsters and Cuts to the Crypt, and we want to talk about all your other musical projects and the Karens and so forth and so on. So we'll see you back here in a couple minutes, Chud.
Right.
All right. Marching hard marching, Joel.
Right on, right on.
We're marching hard. Let me do some sponsor stuff. We're going to bring a special guest on. I'll bring you on. We'll bring a special guest on, and we'll keep it moving. We'll get Chud back on. You know, I know Chud's on his honeymoon, so we don't want to go some crazy long, but we'll be back in a second. All right.
Cool.
There you have it. Yeah, good one. Going deep. Word from our sponsor, and we'll be back with a special guest. Since 1992, Generation Records has been a mainstay of the New York metropolitan area music scene. Today, they offer a diverse selection of new and used rock, jazz, indie, hip-hop, punk, hardcore, metal, blues, soundtrack, and reggae LPs, as well as t-shirts, posters, and other merchandise. They buy used record collections and music memorabilia and will pay you top dollar for them. House calls made for large collections in the tri-state area. Call or email generationrecords@gmail.com and follow them on Facebook and Instagram.
Will that be cash or debt?
Do you mean debit?
Yes. Sorry. Another eternally satisfied customer.
Yo, what's happening? I'm out here at one of our all-ages Sunday matinees on the Bowery. I hope that you are enjoying today's show. I just want to let you know that the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live needs your support. Please step up. There is a Patreon page that has a lot of unique program. Shows are announced there first. Lots of good stuff. There's a PayPal address right there on the screen if you want to make a contribution. There's also a super chat function. You could do that. But the bottom line is this show exists because of your support. We're going to be doing it for a long, long time. Thank you for all your support through the years. Back to the show.
Conditioned by indoctrination, conditioned by society. You're a victim of the digital age, a 21st century casualty. Open your eyes, you're losing control. Open your eyes, put down the phone. Conditioned by misinformation, it's just the media telling us lies. Decipher fiction from the truth, society's slow and tragic demise. Open your eyes, you're losing control. Open your eyes, put down the phone. Everyone's got their fucking opinion.
And we're back. The New York Hardcore Chronicles Live, episode 404, with our guest, Dr. Chud. Hey, I want to mention that some weird stuff going on with Facebook, with the show. Facebook's not letting me post the show on other Facebook pages like it used to. So trying to sort through it, but, you know, it's a bit of a struggle. So if you're watching the show and you love the show, please subscribe to the show on YouTube. If you're watching a rerun, just subscribe right there. If you can, give it a like or a heart. And also, the show needs your support now more than ever. There is the Patreon, what do you want to call that? The scanny thing. Please join Patreon. Support the show, $2 a month, $5 a month, whatever you can afford. But some weird stuff going on as far as us getting out there. So there you go. Well, thank you. And it's like I'm out here with passing the hat. But thank you. That's what's known as a super chat. You could do a super chat function here on YouTube. It comes through in color. And hey, if you got a question and you do a super chat, please ask. It'll bring back MySpace. I know, right? Something funky's going on with Facebook, man. It's not letting me post on other pages the link to the show, whereas I used to post on 100 pages come the day of the show. So that said, please support the show. Want to thank our latest patron, Andrew Wakeman. And also there's room on the boat for a new sponsor. So if you'd like to get your entity involved with the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live, please reach out and we will talk shop. Let me clear the deck. Let me bring on a couple people. Let me bring on Joel. Let me bring on Lori again.
Hello.
Yeah. So, yeah, some weird Facebook shit going on, man. I don't know. Kind of sucks. But things change, right? I mean, been doing the show for 5.5 years. So, that said, special guest. Our special guest today, you know him, you love him, from the West Coast, currently drumming in Forbidden, Chris Kontos.
Hey, y'all.
What's
How
up,
you doing?
bro?
How's it going?
Hello, hey, Joel.
Hey, man.
What's going on?
How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm getting ready to go in and record the rest of the Forbidden album in January and moving out of the house I'm in and buying a home finally.
Oh, very nice. Cool.
Crazy.
Where- Are you buying a home in Oakland?
No, actually here in Richmond. I'm about 8 miles away. Yeah, I'm about 8 miles away from Oakland, and we're looking at 2 places, and we're in that mode.
Oh yeah. All that excitement.
Crazy.
How's the
Crazy.
market out there? Is it competitive?
Yes.
Oh,
And expensive. California, you pay the big bucks.
yeah.
But yeah.
Crazy.
So the reason I wanted to bring you on, which you don't really know about, is that your time has come for your Hardcore Legends trading card.
What the? Hey.
All right.
Oh, wow.
There it
That's
is.
super flattering, dude. That's, I played sports my whole life. So to have a card,
Yep.
that's very special. Wow. Thank you. That's cool as fuck.
Yeah. There it is. And let me show you. The back of it is great. There's the front. And here is the back, chock full. I did not know, Chris. You and I our birthdays are 3 days apart.
Yeah, brother Kansas.
Yep, there you go. Chris Kontos.
Oh, wow.
Chris started playing drums when he was 9 years old. He tried drums in the school band and in the Blue Devils drum corps, but hated it and really just wanted to be in a rock band. He learned a lot by jamming with his stepfather, who was a great bass player, and played along to records with headphones on. Outside of all his music, Chris loves to cook, watch movies, and spend time with his friends and family. He is a huge sports fan and loves BMX racing and does some photography.
Yeah, man. Wow. Sheesh. I'm all blushy.
Yeah. And then I got, there's a couple, he does these bonus cards, and these two are cool. Yeah, look at this one. All right. The Chris Kontos rookie card. Here it is, the Chris Kontos rookie card.
Wow. Nice. Flying the Hawk.
Flying the Hawk in attitude adjustment. There
Yeah, man. Yeah. That was that Ruthie's Inn. And I think we're opening up for the Accused. That's early, bro. That's the 16-year-old me.
Oh, wow.
Hey, you know what? Let's bring our guest on. Hey, Chud.
Blue Devils, that was our rivals. My God.
I could not hang, dude. Standing in the sun.
That's a good core, man. They were the best drummers, man.
I could not hang, bro. Being screamed at by fucking.
I couldn't hang either. That's why they put me on the sideline.
Yeah, I belled out. I was like, ding.
Explain to me. I don't know the culture. It sounds to me like it's almost like being in a fraternity or something.
It is.
Like,
Do you see how it is? It's yes. It's something you cherish forever. Your family forever. You spend
alumni.
A whole with people. You eat with them. You do everything with them. They're your family.
Yeah, and look, the vibe was crazy, dude. It was
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
the traveling, the just the whole thing with the families. It was too much interaction with too many people.
Right.
It was like it's like the Olympics of drumming.
Yeah, the drum corps, they've got like pikes with flags, and they do the riflemen, and they do all the formations on the field, and you know, it's super highly disciplined and
Yes.
authoritarian,
Yes.
and you're answering to the alumni. It's a mess.
That was the Blue Devils. The Bridgemen were the loose corps. We were like the jazz corps that were loose, and we weren't regimented, and we had more fun.
Yeah.
Wow. Man. One last one, Chris. This one is very cool. Take a look at this.
What? Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I won the state finals that day.
Wow.
Right after I took the big one that day. Yeah, that was I won every lap that day. Three motos. Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Look, BMX racing saved my life, dude. I was at a point in my life where everything was completely falling apart, and I dove into that community. I was in a coma, and I woke up out of the coma, and I was like, I'm gonna race BMX, and everybody was like, what? Fat people don't race BMX. You're 46. But, you know, in 2008, they opened up all the age brackets by 5 years. And I went out there, and it was a total life reset, dude. It was an incredible meditation. You can't think about anything else but being on that bike at that moment, or you're mixed up in a yard sale of humans. And it was great, man. It totally saved my life. And I haven't raced since I got back in Machine Head in 2019 because they were like, can't crash, can't fall down.
Well, that kind of makes sense. It's interesting. As fate would have it, we have 3 drummers on the show right now. But
because only drummers matter.
Because only drummers matter. Yep. But I guess that makes sense, Kontos, because listen, you know, you hear about like athletes like on the off season, he was riding a skateboard and broke his ankle. Like, kind of can't have it, you know?
Yeah, it was 6 years, 6 injuries, man. I did my wrist, my knee, my shoulder, my lower back blew on a starting gate. It's you know, it's 8 guys on the gate, my size, all fighting for one line. You know, and the sport has changed dramatically. We clip into our pedals. You know, it's 25-foot asphalt turns. You know, it's a whole different game, man. It's really, you know, we're going into that first turn 28 miles per hour. You know, I mean, it's no thing to shake a stick at. It's really a thing.
Hey, before you go, our big friend and supporter Volt BMX in London asks Kontos his top 5 BMX guys.
Top 5 BMX guys: Cecil, Harry Larry, probably the Patterson brothers. They have to go as 1, and the Anderson brothers have to go as 2. But, you know, there's younger guys and new guys on the scene that are amazing too. You know, I mean, the sport is just transcended. But yeah, those would be my go-tos.
Right on.
Got to give a shout out to Thomas T as well.
Cool. Well, Chris, I hope you enjoyed it. Just wanted to have you on.
Super cool to have a card, and then the rookie card, and then the BMX card, dude.
And it was great seeing you in San Francisco. And listen, you're welcome here anytime. This is your home. When the Forbidden record gets done, you got to come on with a couple of the guys, and we'll chop it up.
Sounds great, man. And hey, looking forward to more stuff, Chud. Looking forward to the rest of the show, bro.
Thank you.
See you. Love
you,
Chris. Have
a good one.
Take care.
Bye, Lori. Bye, Joel.
Bye.
Take care.
Fucking love that
another
guy.
drum corps guy.
Love that guy, man. I mean, I love that guy.
Yeah.
You know, he's solid. You know, and I'm sure there you go. While we're at it, Senor Chud.
You know what? Who used to call me Senor Chud? Oh,
here you go.
Oh my God!
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
and you know what, Joel? there's those sticks that he uses.
Yeah, the tree
Yes.
trunk.
Yeah.
What sticks do? If I remember correctly, when we were out on tour, you weren't even using they weren't drumsticks. You were cutting. What? Tell us about these drumsticks.
I'd go to Home Depot and buy the 3-yard dowel, wood dowel, for like $1.50, and I go into the shop, cut it into 3, and then throw them into the lathe and make my little drumsticks. But they weren't little; they were 7/8
Wow.
round and 16 inches big. And I would make my own drumsticks. The bigger, the louder, kind of. I thought because the Doyle and Jerry were pretty friggin' loud. So I figured, let me use these things. Maybe it'll be louder. But then I learned drums only go so loud, and that's all it is. As far as they go. But they were fun. Yeah, they're fun to make, fun to play with. They only whittled. They didn't break a lot, and they were really light.
I was going to say they're really light too.
Also helped with my problem with my thumb. I have a crooked thumb, and it's hard for me to hold on to a drumstick. So the more girth it had, the better easier it was to hold.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm blind. I can't hear, and I have problems with things, but I still come through.
And here is your rookie card.
Uh-oh.
There you go. Dan Kidney and the Pulsations.
That is a rookie card. Oh my God. Look at that. That's
cool.
at Kenny's Castaways. I see the sign in the back.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Kenny's Castaways. Very cool.
You got the back of the card, Drew?
Awesome.
I do have the back of the card. Here it is.
Josh and I worked like mothers on that card. Mostly Josh, but he
Josh is a cool dude, right?
Oh, he's the best.
Awesome.
There you go.
Oh
There's Dr. Chud back of his card. Bayonne Bridgman. They're all on there. Look at this. Yep. Oh, Mary gets the assist. Josh says Mary gets the assist. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm a huge card collector. I collect Yankee Topps cards. I have a full collection from 1952 to present. I take them out once a year, sniff them, and add to my collection. Only Yankees Topps. So, Josh is doing a great thing, and damn, it brings back memories. He's using the templates for Topps and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He needs to make his own templates, though. He needs to make his own templates, make his own company, get an LLC or whatever, and do this for real with the musicians, get all their okays, and do it legally. And I think he'd do really well.
There you go. There you go. The Abominables.
That's my wife.
Yeah. Greatest wedding ever. Greatest wedding ever.
It was so cool. It was magical. It was a magical wedding.
What, Joel?
So
greatest wedding ever. I do have a picture of you from the wedding, right?
Oh wow.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, here it is, right here. What made this? And I'm sure this was the greatest wedding ever. What was so great about it, Joel?
Oh man, just the atmosphere, the colors, the artwork, the fireworks, the trampoline, the pool, the Lodi pizza, most of which came home with me. Remember that? Mary loaded up my car with a lot of Lodi pizza that was left over. So I'm driving back to New Hampshire with like a stack of pizza in the car. It's fantastic. Yeah, it was a great day.
We jammed. I think we jammed.
Yeah, we all jammed. Yeah. Goolsby was.
I didn't hire no wedding band. We were the wedding band.
The only time I've ever played in a wedding band was your wedding. It's the only time I'm ever going to do it. But it was great. You know, Sal B was there, Fish, Al, Mike, the old Pro Edge crew, the family, the kids. Everybody has such a great time. And somewhere here, I have the official Dr. Chud and Mary wedding Garbage Pail Kids card.
Nice.
Yes.
So
Wow.
I'll see if I can dig it up.
For everybody.
What's that?
We printed the card up for everybody.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'll find it in a minute. I got it in a pile of stuff here. I got all kinds of props today, Chud.
What's that?
I got all kinds of props today, but I got to take a minute to find it. So, but yeah, what a wonderful day that was, man. I'm so thankful you thought of me to be part of the party, man. That was a lot of fun.
Ugh, no one should ever get married. No offense, Drew. Hey, none offense taken. Listen.
Hey, listen, it's not for the cowardly, you know?
I'm one and done with the marriage. My first marriage, I'm 61.
Yeah.
Yo, check this out. This is it. I found it. The Garbage Pail Kids wedding card by Joe Simcoe.
That's my family on the card. That's my family.
How cool is that?
It's really
Crimson
cool.
Ghost balloon. And this was the backdrop to the wedding.
Yes.
There's a big mural of this.
Yeah, I printed up a huge backdrop for us to get married in front of.
Yeah. It was beautiful, man. It was such a great day, and it was so good to see everybody.
Beautiful day, full moon. It was a full moon.
And I know you're on your honeymoon, so let me keep it moving. I don't want to fall. I don't want to
on the beach. So I take as much time as you want.
Lori, I'll see you in Eddie's, and I'll bring you back on at the end. We'll bullshit some more.
Sounds great.
Okay. Let's jump right back into it. We talked about we talked about American Psycho, and let's kind of talk about the next studio album that came after that, which was not on Geffen. It was in fact on Roadrunner. Any memories or anecdotes you could give us regarding Famous Monsters, Chud?
Okay, here's where the band dynamics changed, and Jerry decided to everything's not equal anymore. So to me, that's when band politics start creeping in, and it's not the best song that wins anymore. It's whoever wants more money. So those songs win. So I only got 2 songs on this record, but amazing record all the way through. So maybe they made the right choice. So maybe all the rest of my songs were crap, but I put them on my next record. But anyway, great record, had fun. Saturday Night is on here, Scream's on here.
Helena's on there. Helena's really good.
Yeah, Helena is not one of my favorites, and everybody's so surprised for me to say that. I actually did not like that song.
Right.
Great songs on there. Great production. Daniel Ray again. Basil Go-Go's.
Was Ed Stasium involved in this one?
Who?
Ed Stasium?
Yes, I believe so. I can't remember where he was involved.
Right.
I know he was involved with Cuts from the Crypt.
Right.
I remember that. What else? So, a great record. Another classic record. I mean, 2 for 2 for me in my eyes.
Yeah. And you guys were out working that record, touring once again.
Yeah.
Any? Go ahead.
You had a couple issues with Mike, quitting a couple times.
Yeah. I guess there was some bumps in the road. Some bumps in the road started to happen, and
right.
Is there a kind soft way to kind of say, how do I ask this? Like, how did it wind down for you? How did your tenure in the band end? Is there I'll let you frame it any way you feel is appropriate.
How did it end? All right, after that was Cuts from the Crypt, which was like a record to get out of the record deal, I believe.
That's what I have in my notes. Cuts from the Crypt, rare and unreleased tracks, including the Mars Attacks demos, attempt to recoup from Roadrunner. Yeah.
So I didn't sign off on that record. I was the only one that wouldn't sign that contract. I believe that it wasn't a record, a true, in a sense, a record, or like the other 2. I wanted to have all original songs on it. Like, why are we doing this? I was just like, they were kind of mad at me, but I just wanted to have integrity during this whole process. But I would say we do have a couple original songs on there, and one of my favorites was "Fiend Without a Face."
Yeah.
Brilliant song. I played keyboards on it.
What's that one called?
"Fiend Without a Face."
Fiend Without a Face. Yeah.
Brilliant song. Really pretty song.
Yeah.
One of my favorite.
What was that other song we were talking about, Joel? I know it's going back. Was it Ghost Riders?
Yeah, that's the song that I used to watch you guys rehearse, but you never recorded it.
We might have done the music, but yeah, we never released anything like that.
The chorus is still in my head 30 years later.
That was still on the metal side. I didn't like that one. I didn't like the metaler songs, like Helena and Dr. Five Rises Again, and they were too many parts. It was very metally. I'm more of a hard rock player. I feel I don't want to go give the impression I'm like a thrash player or punk, or I'm just a hard rock drummer that does a lot of different things. I've been trained, so I can play other stuff. I have a big toolbox, very big toolbox.
Yeah. So you sort of, without getting into the gory details, that your tenure in the Misfits ends, and you kind of move on. Hey, one thing that you did, I know you played a track on with Jerry, which is kind of is the Iggy Pop track on this. Could you give us a perspective on that?
Oh, that was great. Oh my God, I forgot about that. I forget a lot of things I did. I did so many things. That was 1969. I remember recording that in the studio, right off the floor, live, Joey singing. And man, I just couldn't believe how great a vocalist Joey was. Like,
wow.
I never realized it. Like, this dude never goes out of tune. And he's brilliant. That was such a pleasure to do. I gave away my rights for that. I was happy to. I was like, I don't care. I just want to do this because I love Joey, and I love.
Is that one of those situations where it's like, hey, we want you to do this, we want you to be a part of it, but the stipulation is you just you're getting paid to play. You're getting paid to play on the song. One shot, that's it. You got to sign your rights away.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, definitely.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Yeah. What
sure.
an honor.
Yeah. And was it?
The second one.
Was it hard for you? Was it a hard time for you when your tenure in the Misfits ended? Was there some soul searching? What?
Wow, that's interesting. Well, after the Misfits, we weren't recouped, so I didn't have royalties coming in. So I did have to soul search a little bit and moonlight on the side. I became a union carpenter, and which was an amazing job because I could take whatever job I want and then go on tour. Leave the job, go on tour, come back, get another job. They would just call you up for jobs, and did great pay, $60 an hour, at 85 with the full benefits and everything. I made a lot of money. It was hard work, really hard work. I did it for a couple of years just until the royalties kicked in, until we paid off the Geffen and Roadrunner, and then the royalties started coming in. I didn't have to work anymore.
That's great.
It's I guess both those records are out there. They are on streaming platforms, although Cuts from the Crypt isn't, but both those other records are.
Yeah, I don't know why that's not on there.
Yeah. I was in my doing my homework this week. Yeah, it wasn't on there for.
That's bizarre.
Hey Chud, we gotta put Evil Live 2 into the mix too, because
yes, I forgot about that one.
You actually mixed that record for the band, right?
So for the American Psycho tour, I was like I said before, I'm into audio engineering and studio stuff. So I had a lot of studio stuff. And during the American Psycho tour, I brought a whole rig, a recording rig with me, and recorded every show by myself. In other words, I would mic up the amps myself before the show, go run it through my rig, vocals, everything. I'd mic everything myself, go right through the rig, had a 2 ADATs.
Wow.
And
Keyword ADATs.
multi-track
Yeah.
recorders. And I recorded all the shows. I have a massive collection of shows. And I put together the best. I went through them 1 month and picked out the best songs I thought that we performed and presented them to Jerry. All done, all ready to go, and he released it through the Fiend Club only. I think we sold like maybe 30,000 copies.
Wow.
Wow.
There's nothing to sneeze at.
No. And yeah, that was all my recordings. And well, I chose all the songs and I chose the order. I put everything together. Me and a friend from Canada who was helping me with the technical stuff. Yeah. Ian from Canada, Ian Heath. Yeah, and that was fun. That was really fun. A lot of work, which I love. I love working. I love working hard on stuff. Once I put my mind to something, it's on. Yeah.
And was this? And you just were there any overdubs, or it just went out as is?
There might have been 1 or 2 overdubs. Very little, like that's basically live shit. Like from the floor. There's just like I can't remember what the overdubs were, but they were extremely small, just to make it a little better. That's all.
Yeah, sure. That makes sense.
Yeah, we're supposed to be numbered, but I don't know what happened to that. I put a little bat in the back of it. If you see the back cover you just showed.
Yeah.
There's a little bat I put there. It's supposed to have numbers on it, but nobody ever numbered them.
Right.
That's because I was busy at the time. I was in college. I couldn't come up and do it for you.
I know that when you guys left the Misfits, you kind of rolled with Graves for a while, and yeah, I think this is a pretty great record, Web of Dharma.
Amazing record.
I mean, it's really any thoughts on? Yeah,
I'm so proud of that record. I produced
Tell us about it.
I produced it. It was a great band. Before Michael left, I must have had 5 record companies beating down my door. We had a Japan tour booked. We were ready to pop. And then Mike just disappeared. I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah.
And I haven't talked to him since, actually.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So
well, wasn't there
an amazing band?
Wasn't there like a little bit of a wasn't there like an almost American Psycho era Misfits reunion at a Danzig show in Jersey? Or that was before, that was during this or before that?
That was when I was in Gorgeous Frankenstein.
Right.
And I didn't know nothing about that. Nothing at all. I'm backstage and suddenly I hear, "Hey, Mike's here." And I'm like, "What?" Yeah, he wants to sing a couple songs or something. And I was against it. I was just like, "Why?" You know, like, what are we doing here? And he never came back and said hello or nothing. Or I never saw him. I just saw him on stage. And
oh, it's like that.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Okay. I always thought that was a little odd. Like they did like an American Psycho almost reunion at a Danzig show. Like,
yeah.
Huh? Like what?
Yeah.
What was it? Was that a Starland Ballroom or something? Or
yeah, it was.
I think it was.
Yeah. When Goolsby was on bass instead of Jerry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Well, I guess Mike wanted to poke the bear or something. I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah. Moving forward. Joel, you got anything?
Well, I loved Graves live. I got to see that band live. Yeah, I agree with you, Chud. I mean, that band had a lot of potential.
Yeah.
You know, it was a nice continuation. It was nice seeing you guys doing something post-Misfits. You know, that record, that Web of Dharma record, is kind of hard to find, I think. But if people haven't heard it, it's definitely worth checking out. I think there's some really great material in that band in that era.
I shelved the physical copy, printing them in 2002, but I think Mike put it on Spotify. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Blackbird is great, man. There's good shit on here, man.
Every song is great on that record. And I spelt iridescent wrong. Sorry.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I made the all the artwork. I put everything together, and I was kind of like that situation was like I said, Mike, you just write the songs. I'll do everything else. Don't worry about nothing else. Just write the songs.
Just write the songs and I'll produce it.
I'll produce it. I'll set up the tours. I was managing the band. Doing everything. I got the players, the audition players. I did the whole thing. I said, just concentrate on writing great songs, please.
Sure.
And it worked out good.
And isn't that similar what you did with this?
Yes. That was an amazing drum record. I worked
this is a cool record. I like this record.
Another amazing record. Very well produced. I produced it with Doyle. It was just me and him, man. It was just me and him going at it every night. I would record drums at 12 midnight every night. I go down to the shop. I'm a night bird, so I would go down there and just keep recording. I think I re-recorded that album like 3 times because I didn't like the cymbals the first time, or I didn't like that. And we finally got it like so awesome. And wow, what a great record. It was weird at first because, like I said, I'm not a metal guy. I'm not really a metal guy. And at first I kind of didn't understand it. It was like, oh, there's so many parts. There's like 9 parts in the song. And remembering all the parts and everything was really difficult for me. But eventually, I just worked at it so hard. I finally got it and produced a really great record.
I mean, Doyle really, he's got, I guess he comes from a family with a strong work ethic, doesn't he?
Yes, definitely. I think that picture is Michael Lagos too.
Yes, I was going to say that Michael Lago took the shot, but Doyle, really,
amazing guitar player. I don't know why people kind of think he isn't, but I think he's an amazing guitar player. Certainly
an incredibly unique guitar player.
Yes.
Yeah, certainly very, very, very unique. And
when game day shows up, man, he's there.
Yeah, there's only one Doyle. Right, Joel?
Yeah. Indeed. I got to say, the last couple times I've run into him, every couple of years I'll run into Doyle. We'll meet up in his bus or, whatever. And he seems very happy. He's in a really good place. He's always been a very humble guy, very, very quiet, just a real caring dude if you get to know him. And the past couple times I run into him has been really positive. And I, want to give a shout out to Doyle. And just always wish that guy the best. He put a lot of hard work in. He's a gentle soul, genuine soul, and always has a very special place in my heart as a human being. That guy.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you on that.
Yeah.
We're kind of poking around here, Chud, and you sent me a bunch of pictures, and this one here. What is going on here?
That is X Ward, which I'm going to be putting it back together next year. My original solo band. That was a show I did recently with X Ward, and just crowd participation stuff. That's me singing on the right.
Yeah.
Look what I got.
Oh my God! It's an X Ward shirt.
Yep.
Wow.
From the night that you made me your roadie for the evening. See, that's what happens. You hang around these guys long enough, they put you to work,
Yes. I'm putting that band back together this year. We jumped past Sardonica. I was in Sardonica for a little while.
Hold on. We have a visual. Go on.
Currently, this year, I was so busy from January to now. There's Sardonica. There's me as Santa. Santa was a punk. Yeah.
Is Sal's in Florida now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I was in Sardonica. I did their first 45. I was on their first 45. But as far as this year, man, I did so much stuff, starting with January, updating my website, which wasn't updated for 25 years. And then I started releasing songs from people. I wrote songs for, like Ada. I released a song in February with Ada, who's a actress. She's been in movies like Grown Ups, all the Grown Up movies. And she's signed with Sony, and she's an artist now for Sony. That was the first single I did with her. It's called You're Always Right. I played guitar and drums. She sang.
How did she come into your orbit? How did you get involved with Ada?
That was Dan Kidney calling me up saying, "Hey, I'm producing this girl called Ada."
Dan Kidney, man. Yeah. Dan Kidney, New Jersey legend.
Yes.
Yeah.
And,
well, no, Ohio legend.
Right. The Kidneys are Ohio legends. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dan was the one who introduced me to Ada. He thought that, my song was perfect for her. And it is. It was a perfect song for her. And I just was in the studio again with Ada 2 weeks ago. I wrote my first Christmas song for her. And I recruited Gina Shock from the Go-Go's to play drums on it. And I play guitar. Ada sings. And the song is called Santa, Can You Pick Me Up Tonight? And that'll be released next year. We decided to wait another year so we can.
Because Christmas is such a timeless thing that it could, you know what? Christmas will still be here next year.
Right. We want to make a nice video to go with it. That's why.
And speaking of the legend that is Dan Kidney, I showed this earlier, but here is Ada, Chud, and Dan Kidney.
Yes. As in Florida. We record in Florida.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a beautiful time.
I'm sad Dan Kidney passed, huh?
Yeah. He smoked a lot.
He was a big smoker, huh?
Yeah. Then I went on to this year. I started. I wrote a theme song for kind of an offshoot of the Garbage Pail Kids, a franchise called the Craniacs. So I wrote the theme song this year for the Craniacs trailer, and possibly, they're looking to get into some Netflix movie animation stuff. And they're great cards. They're like Garbage Pail cards.
Is that what they are? Yeah.
But it's a whole new brand. So
I see.
Really great artwork. Really great story. So I'm with them now, working with them. They're Garbage Pail Kid people. They were they were from the Garbage Pail Kid world, and they went and did this. And I was part of the Garbage Pail Kid world because I did the soundtrack for the documentary 30 Years of Garbage.
I'm glad you brought that up because I want to get into this for a second.
My God, I love this.
That's the front.
I love this.
That's the back of the 45. And here's the coolest part, ladies and gentlemen. This is the vinyl.
Oh.
Look at that.
That's awesome.
Isn't that something?
That's like bubble gum on the ground?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a piece of bubble gum because all the cards came with bubble gum back in the 80s.
Wow.
So the record, the inside sleeve is the checklist. What the checklist used to look like.
Sure.
You could show them there, Joel, the yellow part. That's what the Garbage Pail Kid cards checklist used to look like.
Put it up again, Joel.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, you used to have a little box, and you say A1, A2, whatever.
Right.
And the actual artwork for the front and back are the original Garbage Pail Kid artists from the 80s, the first two artists. That's Tom Bunk. And the front, that's Tom Bunk artwork. He's the original Garbage Pail Kid artist. And the front is the other original Garbage Pail Kid artist John Pound, which
Yeah.
is legend.
And this is sort of like the Garbage Pail Kids doc that you were part of.
Yeah, I did that. Did the whole the soundtrack for that, which was so much fun. I actually built a Garbage Pail Kid drum kit and used that. I recorded with it, and well, I love doing that. That was great, great fun, and they accept me with open arms. The whole Garbage Pail Kid community, and I wrote their theme song, and they were very happy about that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm branching out. I branch out. I'm a little boutique artist.
Are these still available on your website, Chud?
Yes. They were expensive, so
yeah,
I had to charge a
nothing
for them. They were very expensive to make, and it was during COVID. So halfway through the process of making them, they hit me up with emails saying, "Hey, we got charge you more now because we can't get, the plastic. We can't get this." And I'm like, "What? A deal's a deal. What do you mean? I paid you. What do you mean?" But I had to pay the extra money because of COVID. So that cost me a lot of money, that thing. But it was well worth it.
It's a beautiful, beautiful record.
Yes, beautiful. For collectors, collectors love that record.
Chud, your enthusiasm and love for music making is inspiring.
Oh,
it really is, man. It's so nice to, you've been at the top, you've been in a couple other places, and in your heart, you still just love what you do. You love being a musician, and you love playing music. It's really, I mean that. I'm not. It's really great, man.
Well, actually, it's a good segue into my newest band, the Karens.
Please.
Which is an amazing punk band out of Pennsylvania. They found me, I found them. It was a perfect match. This is the new generation right here. These kids are angry. They have a lot to say. We're kind of a satirical band, but we are political. And I'm out there on the front lines. I tour with them in a car, sleeping at houses. How about that at 61? Sleeping at houses, doing all the crazy gigs in these crazy areas, and we do house gigs a lot of times. They call them pirate shows.
Yeah.
We do a lot of pirate shows.
Is this the Karens rehearsing?
Rehearsing?
Yeah, what is this?
Oh, okay. So there's Gina Shock from the Go-Go's.
Oh!
This is the Christmas song I worked on. This is us rehearsing it. This is a great picture. We're at Ada's jam spot in back of her house, and that's 4 of us working on the song. Wow, what a great drummer Gina was. Man, when she plays, we got the beat. When she plays that beat, you're like, oh my God, she made that song.
Oh my God, that's her.
Yeah, man. Gina's an amazing drummer. She's not technical. She doesn't do rolls and stuff. She's a pocket drummer, and once she lays that pocket, oh my God, I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah,
and we nailed it. We recorded a good song. It'll be out next year. She's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That's right. Hey, let me take a quick sponsor break, and we'll come back and we'll take some questions from around the world. Okay.
Sweet.
See you in a minute. Joel.
Yep.
Stand by, bro. Let me just spout this out, and we'll keep going. And anybody, hey, listen out there, please post your questions. Don't be shy. Let them fly. Now's the time to do it. Misfits, Sardonica, whatever you got. Dr. Chud questions. I'll see you in a minute, Joel.
You got it.
That's right. You've come to the right place. I'm not sure what's going on. I think one of the feeds went down on Facebook. Like I said, there's been some really weird stuff going on Facebook. I'm trying to sort through it. I just got a message from, hey, Drew, Josh from Old School Punk here. Been trying to figure out why it's marking all your recent posts as spam. I'm going to invite you to take on the group expert. So some weird shit's going on with Facebook. They're sort of marking the show is spam, and I'm not able to post the show like I used to on other pages. But we will continue on because we are the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live, and we are sponsored by blah, 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 and the Texas Silver Rush. They're a jewelry design firm and boutique store located in the birthplace of the Texas country music scene in Fredericksburg, Texas. They specialize in working with musicians in all music genres to design and create unique one-off pieces, as well as the style them for stage, album covers, promo photos, and social media exposure. Their client list includes Rock Roll Hall of Famers Greg Rowley, Ringo Starr, and of course, Agnostic Front. Information and online sales are being taken at their Facebook and Instagram pages, and of course, www.texassilverrush.com. Last but certainly not least, She Devil's Coven is a female-owned entrepreneur business based out of Connecticut. And yes, if you are up in Connecticut and you are coming to our show on Saturday, Rachel will be there from She Devil Coven. Owner Rachel King Key's handcraft soil wax candles set with intentions for your sanctuaries. She's accomplished a life goal dream since beauty school, debuting her artist showcase Hotties and Hellions that features live bands, burlesque, sideshow acts, vendors, food trucks, and this year a live auction with all proceeds going to the mental health program Punk Rock Saves Lives. Capturing the tri-state area. Doing her thing, slinging candles at events, and keep an eye out for her show coming to New York in the spring of 2026. You can find her on Etsy and on Instagram. Hey, are you posting your questions? Come on, get with it. Also, I got Bill O'Leary, I got your message about sponsoring the show. I'll reach out to you after. Thank you for your interest. There is room on the New York Hardcore Chronicles boat for a new sponsor. So we'd love to have you. And Bill, hopefully we can work it out. Come on with the questions. Questions, please. All right? Please, questions. Come on. What else? Upcoming shows I should mention. No show on next show's a week and a half. I'm excited about this one. I'm not sure if you are. It is Harry G. Angus, author of the Encyclopedia of Jerry Garcia Music Venues. So if you're into the Grateful Dead, if you're not into the Grateful Dead, believe me, this is going to be a very, very interesting episode talking about venues across the world and much, much more. Sunday, December 7th, co-hosted by Lori Dawn.
Yes.
John Bush. I know Lori Dawn's excited.
It's going to be a good one.
That's right. Wednesday, December 10th, Peter Bywaters of Peter and the Test Tube Babies. Hopefully it works out. He just sent me a message today going, how does this work? So hopefully we don't go down.
At least he's not saying that the night before.
Right. How did a computer? John Gallagher of Raven, co-hosted by Joel, right?
One.
Correct.
Nice.
Yeah. We're doing a redo on that. Lori's back. Listen, why don't you guys do the show? And
I think that's what we're leaning towards.
I see where this is heading. Like you're like phasing me out.
You're like phased out.
I see where this is going, and I like it. I see where it's going, and I like it. Candace from Walls of Jericho on December 28th. Joel will be back again on the next. It's like back and forth. Joel, Lori.
Drew's just taking a break for the winter.
Yeah. Dave Ingram, hopefully it's going to work out with him this time. And then Lori's back. Jennifer Finch from L7, visual artist. Excited to have her on the show. Rob Castoria just recently announced that. And about to announce Steve Berlin from Los Lobos coming on the show. So lots going on.
Fact. Yeah.
And what else? I think I've please subscribe to the YouTube channel as they're seemingly trying to run me out of Facebook. And what else? Let me see. I'm just looking. Let's bring our guest back on, Senor Chud. Hey, man.
I know where you got that Senor Chud now.
Do you?
Yeah. Well, you might not know that story. All right. 404 is my favorite number.
Let me
And
see.
this is episode 404.
Winston Smith says, "Hey Chud, it's great to meet you in Arizona. Cheers from Boogeyman."
Boogeyman.
Is Boogeyman a place or a person?
It's a band, and since I moved to Mesa, Arizona, I go out and watch all the local bands. I want to integrate myself into the local scene, so I go out and I watch all the local bands, no matter who they are, and that is one of them. Boogeyman. I went and watched. Great band from Phoenix, Arizona.
Cool.
Mesa. Yeah.
Marissa asks, "Hey, talk about X Ward. Did you say you're resurrecting it? What's going on?"
Yes, next year. I get too many emails about that first record I did, so I'm gonna do another record. I have the music.
Is this the first record?
Yes. There it is.
Yeah.
Classic. A couple of those songs were Misfit songs that didn't get put on Famous Monsters.
Right.
Spider Baby, Heavy Metal. A lot of songs on that record were supposed to be Misfit record.
I mean, this is sort of a. I just want to hear you say it, but when you write, I mean, we think of you a bit of as a drummer, but I'm assuming when you're writing all this stuff and you wrote the stuff for the Misfits, you're writing it on a acoustic guitar, electric guitar.
Both. Mostly electric, just to get the riffs, the sound.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, we should give a shout out to Tommy Price, the late Tommy Price from the Blackhearts, who played on that record with you.
Played on that record from Joan Jett's band, Billy Idol.
Scandal.
He played on the X Ward record.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Tommy Price. And Morantz just passed away too. Mike Morantz. He was on my record too. A Lodi guy, another Lodi guy.
Yeah.
Is this X Ward?
That's Blitzkid.
Blitzkid, right? Another project that Blitzkid, and you played drums and toured with them.
Yeah, I was a touring drummer, and I did backup vocals on a record, I believe. But great horror punk band. The bass player was in X Wood first, and then I joined his band to do European tour and American tour, and that was fun. Blitzkid's a staple in the horror punk scene.
Oh, yeah. You know what? But before we get, M. Kelly asks, "What's next for the Karens?" But before we get to that, I see that from time to time you kind of do the how do you say it? The horror convention circuit. Do you enjoy doing those shows?
I love doing that. Oh my God, it's so fun. I just started doing that like in 2004. I started, and I do about 5 a year. And I just love talking to the fans. I love it. It's just so much fun. I don't know. I love doing it.
Chud.
The whole horror community welcomes me. Yeah, come on down, sign autographs.
Chud, is it true that the first one you did, there was a 10-hour line for people to meet you?
Yeah, the first time I got back, I never did the West Coast and with a car convention. So the first one I did was in Arizona. It was Gathering of the Ghouls, and
Of course,
the friggin' line was like 10 hours long and nonstop. So the fans want to know me and want to talk to me, and I'm here for it. Yeah. I'm going to hit the West Coast this 2026, go up and down the West Coast doing conventions, just to meet the fans and give them what they want, sign their autograph, their albums and stuff.
Have you done Chiller?
I'm going to do that next year. Yeah. I haven't done that in so long.
Well, that's one that we go to everyone. Well, pretty much, unless I'm booked for something, but me and my posse with Velocity, we go out to Parsippany for everyone. Me and wife Rochelle and Astoria Lou and Mark Levine, and we go, and Alago. We kind of go out and do it up because there's always a couple people that we know there, and we just love it.
Yeah. I haven't done that in a while. I'm going to do it next year. It's one of the best. Yeah.
What's next for the Karens?
We just got out of the studio. We're recording our next album. It'll be released in May. We just released one like 3 months ago. Yeah, we're like a 2-album a year band because we talk about what's going on in the world. So there's a lot of shit going on in the world. So we have a lot of shit to write about. This album's going to have 24 tracks on it and be released in May. We just got out of the studio. We go back in to do the second half of the album in April. Then we're going to do a tour with Suburban Downgrade, a great band from Pennsylvania. Real quick, if you can pull up the I Hate Horror Punk album cover, that's a parody of American Psycho.
If I could find it, I guess there's a million
The
fucking.
Karen's I Hate Horror Punk.
Wait, I have it right here.
Oh yeah, hold it up. That'd be the. I want a refund.
If you know, if now that's the one with my husband got blanked by a werewolf. That one's on there, and that album cover is actually a parody of American Psycho. If you look closely, it's the Crimson Ghost with the mask off, and the Crimson Ghost is actually a Karen, and she's calling the manager on the horror punk band that's playing because she hates horror punk. Well, that was the whole
Good idea to poke the bear.
right.
Is this coming through like reversed, or is it coming through the right
No.
way on your end?
No, on
That's
our
right.
end it's fine.
Okay,
Hey,
cool.
thank you for the super chat and your question, Josh. Any stories about the ICP movie Big Money Hustlers?
Wow, that was fun too. No, that was awesome. I don't remember much about it, but I did have a good time, and they were nice guys. I think there was a little beef later on. Something happened with maybe one of our managers with them or something.
Oh,
But like I
okay.
said, I'm so focused on just doing what I do and try to stay out of it.
All right. Hologram asks, has Dr. Chud ever eaten actual human flesh?
Of course. Oh, Mary's smiling.
Yeah. Right. Oh, yeah. Of course she is. But why go there?
All right, so I'm not a cannibalistic humanoid underground drummer anymore. I'm not cannibalistic anymore. I'm actually vegan.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Chud has gone vegan.
Yeah,
Hey.
for 10 years now. What could the C stand for? Caring, compassionate,
Compassionate.
Compassionate.
humanoid underground drummer.
There you go. Compassionate. Hey,
Yeah.
here's a good one. When was Mike Hideous involved in the Misfits timeline?
Joel might know that.
That was 98. It was between American Psycho. I actually talked to Mike this morning, actually, funny enough.
Wow.
Yeah, not relating to any Misfit stuff. We might be doing something down the road. But yeah, he came in for, I think, 2 big tours, right, in South America?
Huge. Probably our biggest tours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was between American Psycho and Famous Monsters. Mike took a sabbatical from the band. So they brought in Mike Hideous, and there's a lot of videos online of Hideous fronting the band. Personally, I think he did a great job, had a great image. Mike's a tremendous performer in his own right. But yeah, he did those 2 tours with you guys and helped you out when you needed it. And Graves came back to do Famous Monsters.
Yeah.
I saw one of those shows in Europe with Mike Hideous. Yeah. The show I saw, it seemed like he was kind of having a hard time. He was struggling a little bit. I think like his voice was shot. He had, and I don't know if it was just the show I saw, but he was having a hard time vocal wise.
It's Michael's has a totally different range, I think, than
Yeah.
Hideous. Yeah.
Well, there's also like what 40 songs in a Misfits set back then. I mean, it was, a lot of material in a short period of time.
You know what? What I learned as a vocalist? When I was in Antidote, I was singing a lot of material that was written before I joined the band, another singer singing. So I was singing stuff that another guy put down, and I was sort of emulating that. And I had a lot of problems singing that stuff. My voice would blow out really quick. Now I'm an Incendiary Device, and everything we do is sort of organically come up, and I've written and I've moved stuff around to make it easier for me to sing it or more in my range, and I can sing Incendiary Device sets and not get totally destroyed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Chud, I got a question. Let's talk about this record. I think this is the one we haven't talked about yet. Sonic Creeps.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about it. Oh, what's that?
Hard punk band from Maryland.
Yeah, this is a
Johnny
promo copy.
Shivers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He called me up, wanted me to play drums on the record. I checked them out. Singer's amazing. The band's amazing. Nice guys. Professional. That was a pleasure doing that record. I don't think that record ever came out for real, but they're thinking about remastering it and actually releasing it. That's a great record.
Can I tell a short story how I came into possession of this record?
Go ahead.
This was in 2018. I live up in New Hampshire, but I had to go down to New Jersey unexpectedly to attend a funeral, sadly. So as I'm leaving New Hampshire, I put on my Facebook, I said, hey, this is a long shot because it's a weeknight. I'm going to be hitting a certain part of New Jersey around midnight. Is anybody around to hang? I'm going to be up. So just throwing it out there. Chudley writes me immediately. He's like, where do you want to meet up? And I hadn't hung out with you for a few years, And we got together, and you handed me this big bag. I still have it. Says to Joel from Chud, and it was all the stuff you had done in the year since we hadn't been hanging, frequently. And we sat there and we talked for probably 2-3 hours, and that's kind of how we reconnected after the Misfits time. And we've been in touch ever since. But I remember that you gave me a stack of records, including this one, which is a great album.
Yeah.
So thanks for meeting up with me at midnight. Appreciate it.
Right? Who's up at midnight? Chud is.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Hey, I want to shout out my father, who's watching the
Hey.
show.
I love your father.
Cool.
Yeah, so Dad holding it down, Arnie Stone holding it down in Boynton Beach, Florida. So do people know who your father is? Yeah, on this show they do. Yes.
Okay.
They do.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's
My
won
dad-
a big award.
Yep.
Right?
My dad's a beloved figure on this show.
Yeah, we hope
So-
he's doing well.
Yeah.
All right.
sure.
This is let me ask this. Here, can I handle this one? Chud, did you guys practice jam with Dave Vanian, or was there just talks with him singing for the Misfits? And you know what? I'll handle this. No, we didn't practice with Vanian. There was just talks with him.
Good job.
Thanks, man.
He didn't want to do it. Dave said no.
Yeah, he didn't want to do it, but Jerry sure wanted him. We just played with the Damned and
Wow.
we fairly recently. Yeah, well, I mean, it's a big blanket. We played punk rock bowling, and along with 200 other bands. But I also
counts. Still counts.
Still counts. It's still a win.
Right.
But the Damned played CBGB the CBGB Fest, and I must say they are still currently fantastic.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. Let's see what else.
My new record is called "I Want a Refund."
Right, I have
Came
that.
out 3 months ago.
That cover I have. Hold on.
It's an amazing record. I love this record.
Where's my Karen's record? Hold on.
Okay.
K for Karen. Well, I have it somewhere. Hold on.
I'm looking for it too.
Your props.
I named them all.
I got it. I got it. But if you have it, Joel,
Fantastic.
the copy I have of it is teeny. So I
All
can't
right.
put it
Well,
on the screen.
as I'm still looking, let me hold this one up because Chud did some work on this record. Sardonica Flip the
yeah.
Grill.
Oh, I produced that one. Yeah.
And you wrote Mommy Made Love to an Alien, right?
Yes.
Great record. Great record.
Yeah, I produced bands too. I started producing bands last year. I produced a hardcore band last year, but I like producing. I'll keep producing.
Yeah.
I've been producing a long time.
M. Kelly asks, what is your current creative inspiration, Dr. Chud?
M. Kelly.
M. Kelly. What did I say?
Yeah.
All my songs are about Mary.
It's a loaded question.
Yeah. Every song I write's about my wife and how awesome she is.
That's right.
It is. You have no idea how many songs I wrote about her. There it is, our new record, I Want a Refund. It's amazing. I love that punk record.
Can I read off some of the song titles?
Yes.
Where the fuck's my fucking discount? White wine for white wives. My husband shot his balls off at Lowe's. You stole my mail. And Facebook group. There's another song on here.
You know which one I like? I like You Stole My Mail.
Oh, great song.
That's I like that. I like the concept of that. Like, you stole my mail. Like,
I would be interested in Facebook group because some of those Facebook groups are vicious.
Yeah, we write about all that stuff. We're Karen, so we're taking from Karen's point of view.
That's great.
And what's great about being in the Karens is, as far as inspiration, I still get to be very creative with the music and the face makeup. I could still do. I could still have a persona that deals with my stitches. I put different head on. It's a Karen head now. I'm a zombie Karen.
Okay.
So I love that aspect of the new band.
So this isn't the current Karen makeup.
That's it.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. There he is. In all his in all his Karen glory. There he is, kid.
I like the coloring very much of it. You know, the white face.
Okay, yeah. The headbands and the wristbands I made because they do not sell. Go anywhere on the internet. They do not sell pink, white, and brown. What do they call them? Napoleon.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
they do not sell those wristband colors anywhere. I had to make that.
Wow.
I like it.
Listen. Lori has nice grandma covers on her furniture. Very sensible.
Oh.
Listen, it is very sensible because I have two crazy cats that would rip this up. Underneath are really nice vintage pink velvet couches. So.
Wow.
So here's the concept. Let's get a couple animals in our house, and then we'll have to cover everything in fear so that they're going to fuck them up.
Our furniture, our natural furniture ever again. I have to say, I wish I had, grandma's had it right. I wish I had plastic so I can look at the couch.
My dad calls it Jewish provincial furniture. When, like, my grandparents used to have the covered in plastic, you know, and like why is the couch covered in plastic?
And in the summertime, you would like stick to it.
Yeah.
Like, what is this? Like the Andromeda strain? Like plastic couch? Like, what's the sense of having a beautiful couch covered in plastic?
You don't want to get
the kids today, they don't know that stuff, do they?
I know, they don't know that. But you know what? I have to say, the day my mom took the plastic covers off our couches, I threw up on it.
Joe Frank, our big friend and supporter up at Prize Fighter upstate. Yo, the Karens killed it at Camp Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Great festival out there in Pennsylvania. Camp Pennsylvania. Man, what a festival.
Yeah, I
It's
agree. That's ran by Riot Squad Media, and they are awesome. Yeah, we go every year.
oh, okay, yeah, it's
Yeah,
a great
they have
community with
a booth
pubs.
there every year. Yeah,
The real deal, right there.
absolutely.
Right on. Lefty Nero Productions asks, thoughts on Left Hand Graham and Logan from Graves? Any idea what they're up to?
Um, Graham, I do not know. Probably working with his father, landscaping. He's out of the music business. And the other guy is in California doing original stuff with a woman, I believe. And he does these Sunday night jams, Guns N' Roses jams. He likes Guns N' Roses. But he's out in California, Tommy. Yeah, he's still rocking.
Listen, the Misfits sort of family, it's a long, hard road. And the machine just chews through people. It's like if you told me like one guy's wandering the desert aimlessly and another guy's living in a hermit on I'd be like, yeah, that's about right.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah, you got it, Lefty Nero. Good question. God bless our grandparents and the plastic seating. Yeah, Jewish. I mean, it's not just. I think there's a couple of cultures that had the plastic furniture.
We were Italian, and we had
Italian. Yeah. Yep. Cool. That said, I think we covered a lot. Oh, and we really did the future. And I think any other comments on sorry, what is the future hold for Dr. Chud?
I plan next year on putting out a Patreon because I'm really kind of sick and tired of the Facebook and the Instagram not being in control of our stuff. Like what you're going through, I don't want to go through that. So hopefully you can give me some pointers on the Patreon. I really want to get that up.
Yeah.
And be that my main focus of where everybody goes. It'll be free and everybody goes there. I can send everybody there so I can control my stuff. I got X Word next year. I write for a couple other artists. Hopefully the Craniacs pops. Hopefully Garbage Pail Kids pop. They're pitched to HBO pilot for animation. They're using my Garbage Pail Kids song for the theme song. So hopefully that pops. Next year I'm doing the conventions in West Coast, touring with the Karens, X Ward, what else? And I plan on putting an addition on my house so I can build a studio so I can do everything out of it. Damn, studios are expensive.
Nice.
Hey, Larry Kelly says, hey, Chud, let me know if you visit Boston, Salem, Mass area or play near here. Larry's Larry's that's his territory up there. So,
all right.
Yeah, especially Salem. If you're going to Salem, Larry's well connected in Salem. So that's it.
Yeah.
Hey, Chud, I want to thank you for coming on. It was fantastic. Thank you for taking the time out of your honeymoon in Hawaii
Yes.
to come on with us. Me and Joe, we knew it was going to be great, and it lived up to it. Is there anybody you want to thank? Is there anybody you want to shout out?
Just my band for working hard, man. Swam writes all the songs. Man, what a great writer, singer. Mary, my manager. I love her to death. She's an amazing person. You, Joel, all my friends are the coolest. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you to your lovely bride.
Ha!
Thanks, Chud. We'll talk to you soon and have a great time down there in Hawaii.
I will.
Take care.
Mahola.
That was awesome.
That's cool.
Good dude.
Yeah, that was really cool.
The thing with Chet, when I was talking about the wedding and he kind of brought us back on track, we could have done a 10-hour conversation just talking about shit that no one wants to hear about because we know this guy so well.
Yeah, it was great. He was good, and I got to say, I said it before and I'll say it again. His enthusiasm for playing music and his love, for what he does. A lot of people could walk away very bitter from the situation that he's been in. I don't want to mention names, but there's other people that see the Misfits doing Madison Square Garden, and there's some bitterness there. And Chud just has a big smile on his face and is just happy to have been a part of it. And he's a great guy.
How great is it to see someone you've known 30 years reach that point in life where everything's just good?
Yeah.
And he's happy and content. It's a real gift to see that with somebody who's worked really hard.
Yeah.
Drew, how hard those guys worked back then.
Yep.
And the fast forward 30 years and see the guy in a great state of mind. A lot of guys we know from 30 years ago either didn't make it or things didn't go well. So
yeah,
it's nice to see the alternative.
Absolutely. That said, thanks, Lori. What's next on the agenda? I guess we're gonna.
Well, I just want to quick mention Sojourn Radio at 7 tonight. Yeah.
Right. Do I have that right?
Yeah.
Let me find that.
DJ Cindy Halfrats has a great radio program that you can hear over the internet on sojournradio.com. It's on at 7:00, fresh cuts. And tonight they're going to be playing a band that we highlighted today on our page called This Is a Revolver from LA. They're a great mix of grunge, punk, grit, melody, and we think that, you guys will really dig it. There it is. You can check it out on our page. We've got all the links there. Sojourn Radio tonight, not too long from now because we went long tonight.
Right. And
I just want to give a shout out to DJ Cindy Halfrats and Sojourn Radio.
Yeah, and like Larry said, Cindy will be DJing the Holiday Slamboree, and she will be performing with us doing My War. So it's going to be very cool. Thank you, M. Kelly. Great interview. Yes. We didn't want it to end. Love to all. Well, thank you so much.
Very sweet. And I'll be reaching out to her. We'll do something. Yeah.
Right on. Okay, Lori, I will talk to you soon, and we'll see you. We'll see you in Connecticut on Saturday and for breakfast on Sunday.
Oh, absolutely. I'm getting my waffle.
I'll talk to you later.
Take care, everyone.
Yeah, I like my thing now, like the most enjoyable thing that I like doing is having breakfast with with my friends at the Punk Rock Hotel. That's like when we just played Crash Fest. It was like this incredible scene because the promoter put everybody up in this hotel. So you're down there for the free breakfast with like the guys from GBH and it's like there's like all these punk rockers down there at like 9 a.m, having breakfast. To me, bizarrely enough, that's like the most surrealistic, enjoyable thing that I come across.
When I was down about 10 years ago to Maryland Death Fest to see Dave Ingram perform when he was in Hail of Bullets, we're all having breakfast together. Dave, the Hail of Bullets guys, me, same deal, right? And we all kind of simultaneously froze at the table and we all went, Kronos is behind us. And we kind of look over and there's Kronos from Venom, like having orange juice or whatever. And we're all like, it's Kronos, So yeah, I mean that's
Kronos eats food too.
Yeah, we're like it was like at the zoo. Like, do we touch him? Do we poke him? What do we do?
That's why Colin from GBH has the most incredible temperament because he's a smoker, so he's constantly going out in front of the hotel to smoke. And every time he goes out there, like people approach him and talk to. And I saw this like the weekend we were there with them, and I've never seen someone with such an incredible temperament. And I understand why people sort of maybe at that level, not that GBH is incredible, but that you kind of want to be alone for a second. And the guy is just constantly smoking cigarettes and talking to his fans and everywhere. Incredible, that guy.
Yeah. I respect people who go beyond the show. and connect with the audience. That's always because it can be very challenging when you're on tour and you're dealing with, trying to stay well, don't get sick. There's a lot of things that happen on tour. So more power to anybody who takes that time. The Misfits guys always did that stuff too. At least Jerry and Chud.
100%. Those guys really. I think that's why that act is so endearing to so many people, because they really cared and still do about their fans. I know Jerry does.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So all right, let's go get something to eat.
Hey, can I plug my 50th record?
I'm sorry. Let's talk about Rise, Reign, and Revolt, and what's going on with this. And there you go.
All right, everybody. I'll keep it quick because I'm hungry too. This is my 50th music release. It comes out December 5th. It's an EP by Rise, Reign, Revolt. Very long story short, it's an 11-person band I put together. 7 people are from Pigface. I saw some Pigface love in the comments earlier. You mentioned Jennifer Finch from L7. The bassist who replaced her in L7, Greta, she's on this project.
Oh, wow.
I have Ted Parsons and Troy Gregory from Prong together on record for the first time in over 30 years. It's a 2-song EP. It's a benefit for various animal rescue charities in the U.S. and the U.K. If you go to risereignrevolt.bandcamp.com, it's not live yet, but you can follow it. So when it appears on the 5th, you can support the cause. Every penny is going to go to animal rescue this holiday season. And this is an 8-year process we finally completed to make this EP possible. So I appreciate your support and checking it out, and more importantly, supporting some animals right now.
Right on.
Thank you.
And we will continue to push this as it nears its release. So, all right, I will talk to you soon, man.
All right, man. Thanks, Drew. Take care.
My pleasure.
Take care, everyone.
All right. Co-host Joe Gostin. Nice to see Lori Dawn. Our guest today was Dr. Chud. Great show. Thanks for stopping by. The next show is a week and a half. Might not be in your wheelhouse. Might be in your wheelhouse. But then again, there's always a lot of surprises and interesting stuff going on with this show. Harry G. Angus will be up a week and a half. Tomorrow, by the way, not tomorrow, day after tomorrow, on Friday, friend and supporter, and he's been on the show as a guest, Joe Sib, is doing his comedy thing down here in New York. And then I'm going to be up at Cherry Street Station in Wallingford with ID on Saturday, playing with Concrete Ties. Yeah, Joe Sib, man, it's going down. So thanks a lot, everybody. Until next time, do good things and good things will come to you.
Conditioned by indoctrination, conditioned by society. You're a victim of the digital age, a 21st century